The labor movement continues on the whole to be male-dominated, and I think there has been a lot of progress made over the last several years, but like every gain, it's a gain that has to keep being reinforced and re-won again and again.
I became interested in joining the union because I was concerned about problems in the workplace that weren't getting addressed, and as a workplace of predominantly women, the way that we were being treated as women.
The things that Peggy has done in the labor movement for women is that she has, first of all, shown us that we can be leaders in the movement. Just like men, we can take on the tough challenges of bargaining, collective agreements. We can take on the tough challenges of working with the employers and the workplaces, and we can take on the tough challenges of being politically active.
Not only was I not hesitant to take on the role of negotiating in the auto sector, I fought for that and wanted it, and it was something that I pushed for because I believe that for women to play a full and equal role, there can be no job that's off limits to them. I grew up in a fairly traditional family, and I think my dad was always a little perplexed as to how we ended up with a daughter who believed so strongly in women's equality. But then to have 3 sons in our household, I think it's helped me keep my feet on the ground, and I think it's helped me with my work. You know, it really does make such a difference to have a woman in a leadership position. I've been involved in what I'd call movement politics all my life, the women's movement, the labor movement, the anti-poverty movement, the environmental movement. But it does matter who's elected and who votes and who's in the House of Commons, who's at City Council. The reality is Canada's far behind other countries in the representation of women in politics, and I believed I could make a difference. Equal Voice is an all-party organization dedicated to electing more women.
Anybody know who the last women to get the vote were in Canada?
That's part of my life's work, is getting women to the table, whether it's the bargaining table or the political table. Does the glass ceiling still exist in the labor movement, in industry, in government, in politics, in every sphere of society? Absolutely it does. And so women have to continue to organize, continue to push, continue to set goals that seem unattainable at a given point in time, and just keep organizing and organizing until they reach them.
Woman of Distinction, Peggy Nash.
Well, thank you very much, and good evening. I want to thank the YWCA for this tremendous honor, and I want to congratulate the other recipients this evening. As a young woman, I had the very good fortune to be hired into a workplace where I became a union member. My union, the CAW, the Canadian Auto Workers, gave me an enormous opportunity to gain skills and confidence, to believe that I could make a difference, and to join with others in the fight for workplace fairness and broader social justice. When, as women, we fought for childcare, pay equity, and to end gender-based violence, our leadership was secure enough to understand that this made the union stronger, although sometimes it took a little bit of convincing. We usually always got there. In a world of growing economic uncertainty and inequality, greater union representation would help so many of today's working poor improve their standard of living and help them develop leadership skills, just as I did. As the labor movement reinvents itself to deal with the changing economy, a new generation of young women union activists are imagining and fighting for a better world. I can't wait to see their success. Thank you all so much for this great honor. Thank you.